Do you believe that you need medicine to get back to firm erections at 60? The truth is that thousands of men are regaining their power naturally, with just 3 simple changes in routine. In this video, you'll understand why your diet is sabotaging your male hormones, how a morning juice can activate your penile circulation, the real impact of sleep, walking, and 3 natural foods that boost testosterone based on real studies and a routine tested by experts. This content is a practical guide for those looking for real results, without shame, without dependence on medications, and without complications. Watch until the end and discover how men over 60 are returning to feel pleasure, confidence, and vitality with actions that start at home every day. Subscribe to the channel for more content on health, longevity, and male potency after 60. The loss of sexual potency after the age of 60 is not just a matter of age. It is the reflection of decades of habits, lifestyle, and food choices that silently compromise the circulatory system, hormone levels, and emotional health of men. Many turn to immediate solutions, such as fast-acting medications, but end up facing side effects, psychological dependence, and frustration when the results are not consistent. The truth is that behind a healthy erection, there's a physiological gear that can be reactivated naturally, without medication, without constraints, and with accessible changes. Science has already identified the main factors that influence erectile function after 50. According to the National Institutes of Health, NIH, more than 70% of cases of erectile dysfunction in this age group are directly linked to vascular problems, chronic inflammation, sedentary lifestyle, and poor sleep quality. This means that by addressing these areas intelligently and consistently, it is possible to restore blood circulation and erectile response in a meaningful way. The first essential change is morning food. Recent research highlights the impact of breakfast on the hormonal and vascular function of the mature man. Foods rich in natural nitrates, antioxidants, and vasodilator compounds can reverse, in a few days, arterial stiffness and low oxygenation of genital tissues. A direct example is beets. When consumed in the form of juice, preferably with fresh lemon, it raises the levels of nitric oxide in the body, the molecule responsible for dilating blood vessels and improving blood flow throughout the body, including the pelvic region. Studies conducted by British universities have proven that beetroot juice can improve cardiovascular endurance in the elderly by up to 20%, in addition to promoting positive effects on blood pressure and penile circulation. When combined with other alkaline foods such as bananas and ginger, this strategy becomes even more potent. The ideal is to consume this juice on an empty stomach for at least 7 days in a row, observing how the body responds. Many men report spontaneous erections as early as the 5th day of continuous use. The second change is the introduction of daily movement, even at low intensity. Harvard Medical School published a comprehensive study of more than 30,000 men between the ages of 50 and 70, pointing out that light walks of 20 minutes a day reduced episodes of erectile dysfunction by up to 40%. The secret lies in the reactivation of peripheral circulation and the release of dopamine and serotonin, neurotransmitters that are fundamental for sexual desire and response. Exercise also acts on self-esteem, another silent component of male impotence. When moving, the man activates brain areas linked to self-confidence, fights performance anxiety, and rebuilds the bond with his own body. Therefore, it is not just about walking, but about creating a recovery ritual, a time for yourself, where the body breathes with power again. The third change is the one that almost no one mentions, but which directly affects testosterone levels and sexual desire: sleep. Men over the age of 60 who sleep less than 6 hours a night are at increased risk of hormonal decline, as proven by the Journal of Sexual Medicine. Sleep deprivation reduces testosterone release during the REM phase, dysregulates the hypothalamic pituitary gonadal axis, and contributes to erectile dysfunction. The ideal is to prioritize nights with 7 to 8 hours of continuous sleep in a dark, silent environment and without digital stimuli. Simple strategies such as the use of calming teas, light meditation before bed, and the removal of light screens 30 minutes before bedtime make a real difference. Sleeping well is, in practice, an act of potency. These 3 changes, functional eating, conscious movement, and restful sleep, do not require high investment or miracle formulas. They represent a reconnection with male biology, with the body's natural ability to regenerate and respond to desire. When applied in combination, the results go beyond the bed. They increase vitality, mood, and quality of life as a whole. While many men believe that the drop in sexual potency after the age of 60 is inevitable, recent studies reveal another scenario. It is possible to recover and even improve erectile function with a combination of strategic nutrition and natural hormonal regulation. The second step of this process is directly linked to what goes on the plate, and, more than that, to what needs to be removed from it. According to a review published by the Endocrine Society, Certain foods stimulate the natural production of testosterone, while others sabotage this process silently. The key is to understand that the male body responds precisely to what it receives daily, and that small changes in the menu can represent a major transformation in sexual potency. Among the most effective foods, 3 stand out. Free-range eggs, rich in good cholesterol. They are essential for the synthesis of testosterone, since the male hormone is derived precisely from cholesterol. In addition, eggs offer vitamin D and zinc, 2 nutrients that are indispensable for male hormonal balance. A study conducted by the National Institutes of Health proved that men with low levels of vitamin D had, on average, 30% less testosterone than others. Avocado, a source of monounsaturated fat. Avocados reduce levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, which competes directly with testosterone. By including a small portion of avocado in the morning or lunch, the body starts to optimize hormone production. In addition, it is rich in vitamin E, which improves blood circulation and tissue oxygenation, decisive factors for a quality erection. Pumpkin seeds, a real tonic for the mature man. They contain zinc, magnesium, tryptophan, and healthy fats. Studies show that zinc regulates levels of dihydrotestosterone, DHT, one of the most important hormones in male sexual function. In addition, magnesium acts as an adjunct in the production of free testosterone, the one that is actually available to be used by the body. But just as important as including these foods is knowing what needs to be removed. The constant presence of ultra-processed foods, rich in refined sugar, inflammatory vegetable oils, and chemical additives, acts as a silent hormonal blockade. According to data from the European Journal of Endocrinology, regular consumption of refined sugar reduces natural testosterone production by up to 25% in men over the age of 50. In addition, excess trans fat, present in margarines, fast food, and processed products, causes vascular inflammation and prevents adequate blood flow to the genital region. Another silent villain is excessive alcohol. Despite being socially accepted and, in some cases, associated with the idea of relaxation, alcohol directly compromises the testicles and reduces sensitivity to testosterone. A study in the World Journal of Men's Health identified that high alcohol consumption is associated with testicular atrophy and significantly reduced libido and erectile function, especially after the age of 60. Therefore, the second step to regain power at 60 is a real nutritional cleaning. It starts with the removal of hormone saboteurs, goes through the inclusion of functional foods, and gets stronger with regularity. It's no use doing it every other day. The mature body responds to constancy. Small daily portions, for weeks, rebuild hormone levels and transform male vitality. And when the right diet is combined with quality sleep and physical movement, the result is an organism that responds as before. More energy, firmer erections, and restored self-confidence, not by miracle, but by biological intelligence. Having sexual potency at 60 should not be treated as a privilege, but as a reflection of a lifestyle that respects male physiology. Studies show that it is possible to maintain spontaneous, firm, and satisfactory erections even after middle age, as long as the man respects 3 basic pillars: intelligent nutrition, daily movement, and protected hormonal rhythm. The practical application of these pillars requires more than good intentions. It requires a routine designed for the mature male body. Experts in endocrinology and andrology recommend a simple yet powerful organization that can be applied without high expenses or medications. This routine is structured to naturally activate potency hormones and penile circulation. Below, see the step-by-step of a suggested daily journey to regain power at the age of 60. Between 6 and 7 in the morning, start the day with a glass of warm water with lemon, and then the beet juice with lemon or mint. This juice, rich in natural nitrates, stimulates the production of nitric oxide, the molecule that dilates blood vessels and improves erectile response. This is the ideal time to ingest, since the stomach is empty and the body is more receptive. 7:30 to 8:30 in the morning, 20 to 30-minute walk, preferably outdoors with conscious nasal breathing. Movement activates the cardiovascular system, releases dopamine, and improves mood, which are essential factors for sexual desire. A study by Harvard Medical School confirmed that men who walk at least 20 minutes a day are 40% less likely to develop erectile dysfunction. 9 o'clock, breakfast with hard-boiled free-range eggs, sliced avocado, banana, and some pumpkin seeds. This combination provides good cholesterol, vitamin D, vitamin E, zinc, magnesium, and potassium, nutrients that are fundamental for testosterone production and vascular health. Throughout the day, constant hydration with pure water or Peruvian maca root tea, which has an adaptogenic effect and improves energy and libido levels. Avoid alcoholic beverages, soft drinks, and ultra-processed foods. The ideal is to keep insulin levels stable so as not to affect sex hormones. Regular consumption of dark green vegetables, chestnuts, and olive oil helps keep the hormonal axis balanced. 18 hours. Last light meal with vegetables, whole grains, and a lean protein source such as omega-3 rich fish. This prevents digestive overload and improves sleep quality. 21 hours, beginning of the deceleration process, reduction of visual stimuli such as screens and artificial light. A warm bath, light reading, or meditation practice helps increase natural melatonin levels and prepare the body for deep rest. Between 22 and 23 hours, lie down in a quiet, dark, and uninterrupted environment. During the deep sleep phase, the male body naturally produces the highest amount of testosterone. Sleeping well is proven to be one of the most effective tools for maintaining sexual potency. This routine, when applied for at least 3 weeks, already shows visible results. Many men report increased morning erections, improved confidence, mood, and even mood. Science confirms it. Hormones respond to care, not chance. It's not just about regaining erections, it's about regaining identity, vitality, and the right to live fully in maturity. With simple, consistent choices based on biology, it is possible to break the cycle of frustration and achieve a healthy, intimate life without dependence on medicines. Subscribe to the channel for more content on health, longevity, and male potency. After 60, activate the bell and share this video with those who need to recover the energy to live.